So I came up with multiple more games for you, which were those other James Bond games.
have one last game.
Okay.
After SpongeBob SquarePants Plankton's Robotic Revenge.
Okay.
And then Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 2. And then also the Simpsons game.
Yes.
I would like that game. Was Hit and Run on this console?
No.
Okay.
That was a... I don't see Millicent, by the way. Do you know where she's supposed to be? Anyways.
Reload the area and you'll find and you'll find Millennia nearby.
I didn't.
But you have to reload the area to find Millicent, which is right there. But then supposedly if you reload the area again or something, then something else happens.
Wait.
Oh. Hello. Thank you for lending your hand. Without your help, I could not have defeated that quartet. I feel as if I've been in your debt from beginning to end. Thank you. With your help, I was able to live as my own person, if only in passing. But this is where things end. I paused to even tell you, but I took out the needle myself. Tell whoever put you up to this that if I am to flower into something other than myself, I would rather rot into nothingness as I am. Please, let me pass alone. The scarlet rot writhes now, worse than ever. Soon, I won't be more than a mound of flesh, curse-laden. Untouchable. I wouldn't want such a thing to bring you harm. Please, the scarlet...
I guess I don't understand why... What was she going to blossom into?
I don't know.
She was going to show you her flower.
Oh my.
Please, the scarlet soon. Curse-laden. I wouldn't want...
So there's no way to save her now. She's just going to die.
Apparently she has scarlet rot.
Aww.
And it's just killing her.
Well,
Right.
don't you guys have, like, those special things that you ate that make you not have scarlet rot anymore? Just give her one of those.
It doesn't work like that. But we did give her Michaela's needle, and now she took it out.
So supposedly we have a couple options here.
Okay.
We can just either kill her right now, like us killing her,
Yeah.
and then we'll get this Millicent's prosthesis talisman.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can reload the area and we'll find her again, but then she'll be dead.
Oh.
And then it'll be with an unalloyed gold needle. But I don't know if we'll get that talisman by doing that.
Oh, I think it'd be fun to murder her.
I don't really care about the talisman, do you?
No.
Well, let's just see what happens when she passes.
Aw, I want to kill her.
Well, I'm not an evil person in this playthrough.
What? There's no karma. It's not Fallout.
There's a ton of karma, Jill.
There's karma in real life.
Jill, you don't understand how it works. Jesus is watching.
Yeah, well, Jesus didn't let me get my concert tickets, so I'm a little mad at him.
Guess he doesn't care about you. This is the origin story of most people on r/atheism. It's like, I didn't get one thing I wanted. God doesn't exist.
Hey, stop fighting plastic.
I'm not entitled. I'm mad.
Right.
Yeah,
If God
I see
exists,
your
I'd be
point.
king of the entire world. Okay.
If God exists, this person I found in this headline from 1934 wouldn't have been assaulted.
Checkmate, Christians.
Checkmate, Ben.
Ben?
Is Ben a Christian?
No, he's a Jew.
Oh, yeah, he is. I forgot about that.
What do you mean, oh yeah, he is?
Well, I forgot
What
he's
does
a
that mean?
Jew.
Oh, yeah, he's one of them.
All right.
Just like Pete Davidson.
Kanye Westing
Davidson.
intensifies.
Is Pete Davidson Jewish?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
know
why he's
that.
so attractive.
That's
Yeah,
why
that makes
Kanye
sense.
West said anti-Semitic things.
Well, we don't know that.
So allegedly.
Allegedly.
Unalloyed gold needle.
Okay. But yeah, now we don't get that talisman.
I really don't understand what she would blossom into, though, if she had kept the needle in. Do you?
No. I don't really know a lot about Millicent's storyline, to be honest with you.
Well, what's weird about it is that Millicent said that, or like that one, wow, that one talisman,
Yes.
it said that the sisters never blossomed, right?
Yeah.
Well, but I thought that just meant they never grew old or something.
Right.
I didn't really know what it meant. But she made it sound as if she would have turned into a different being eventually.
Well, maybe they were turning into something else. Or maybe, here's my own fan theory, that creature that was attacking you, maybe they turned into that, because that one lady was summoning the same powers as that creature.
Oh. Like those ones that shot needles?
Yeah, because that one person was actually using the same spell.
Well, I can continue making progress. If you look up Millicent, just in general on the wiki, can you see if there's any kind of interesting lore to Millicent?
Let's
Because
see.
I'm kind of wondering... Also, this one spell, this Enchanted Shield, we do not need this spell. I've never used it, and the reason I've never used it is because my sword is on one hand and my shield or my staff is on the other.
Right.
So I'm going to put something else here. Slots used 1.
She's a young woman stricken with an incurable case of scarlet rot.
Yep.
Gallery will send players to look for an attempt to cure her. That's all they say on here. Let's see if I can go down.
Okay. Where's Burst of Glintstone? I'm going to try this Crystal Shard thing. Let's see what this spell does. Look at this. Yeah, that's not very good.
No, it just seemed like a shotgun blast or something.
Yeah, and a terrible one at that. What does this do?
Oh, I'll tell you what the downpour does.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that actually seems useful.
Yeah, what if we keep that one?
Alright.
Let's see. Let's go on the Reddit. Some theories. She is blooming of goddesses of rot is a theory.
Be careful on Reddit, they might tell you to kill yourself.
Well,
Like they did to you.
I guess a lot of people don't really know.
Well, what are some of the opinions, though? I'm just interested to hear what some of them are.
Yeah, so the one person's opinion is that she is blooming into the goddess of rot.
Like the new one?
Yes.
But then she just dies?
Well, because she took the needle out.
Oh.
Yeah, so it says
She should have just left it in.
many people believe Millennia which is who we're going to fight here, took out her golden needle to release the Scarlet Aeonia in her fight against Radahn, though it is true that she likely intentionally takes out her needle to release the rot. It is probably not how blooming works. If that's the case, how come Millicent was able to avoid her fate of blooming by taking out her needle? And then it says some clues on that. Millennia stabbed herself in the chest to infect Radahn with her blood, but then the flower bloomed. 2. Millicent is evidently suffering the most from her rot out of her sisters, but also has the most potential as the Scarlet Valkyrie, according to Gowry. Gowry believes that Millicent meets her sisters and maybe Millennia, she will be defeated and bloom into a flower.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's what this blooming means, maybe. Oh, I guess if you do the bad ending and kill her, she actually blooms.
Oh, see, that would have been good for her. She got to live.
Well, what did she become?
She blooms for the second time after you defeat her in the first phase. Millicent chose to die of her own on her own will after she recalled the fate of blooming. So, is my theory that in order to bloom the Scarlet Aeonia, a rot vessel needs to accumulate a large amount of rot inside her body, be mortally wounded or dead, possess strong negative emotion like rage or grief. Basically giving one's body and mind to the rot and be reborn, which is very much like the cycle of rot that Gowry believes in. Blooming is the twisted way a rot vessel ascends into godhood. Valkyrie and goddess might be different stage of the metamorphosis, though I'm not sure what specifically. That's just what this person was saying.
Oh, who is this person?
It
This
is
George R.R. Martin in disguise.
What if it was like Jorge SS Martine. Oh!
Hey!
I don't know who that is, but
Whoa!
just seems like he knows a lot. I don't know how.
I take his word for it.
So, it's kind of interesting. So yeah, whatever she's turning into...
Wait, what was that person's Reddit name, by the way? I feel like they deserve
I-
credit for all that.
I forgot to look, actually. I'm sorry.
Don't
Reddit
you?
on Reddit?
Well, look, I don't want to give them credit, but I just feel like someone will get mad if I don't.
What if this person is actually secretly like a really bad person and you just shouted them out?
Well, then I'm basically PewDiePie. Like, remember when he said nice things about one guy who made funny videos and people were like, see, he hates black people?
That makes sense.
You just can't do anything right.
Was this before or after the N-word incident?
What? I don't know what that is.
This is a guy whose Reddit name is FILINKCAO.
Oh.
Filling cow?
Filling cow. I don't know.
What the fuck?
That's his name.
Okay.
He's a huge fan
He's a
of
hero?
Elden Ring.
Shout out to filling cows.
I thought you said he was a hero.
He's a hero.
Oh, no.
Why can't these people have normal usernames like
Yeah.
Donald Trump Lover 69?
Yeah, like
or
what's the
something?
problem here?
Hit this guy. Hit him. Come on. I'm literally hitting this guy. Sorry.
These guys are annoying. He's hitting you through the wall. That guy's hit. Oh, and then we just have like a sniper over there. He's hitting you from the window to the wall. This is kind of bullcrap.
I mean, are we shocked?
No. All right.
If you guys were gonna suck Joe Biden's
Oh,
if.
what do you think it would taste like?
I think it would stutter.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it would be able to get like a full stream
Do
going.
you think
That makes sense.
like the stuff coming out would come out in
Yeah.
spurts? Is he like naming a lot of people's pronouns? Thee, them, thee, them.
They, them, zer, zee, them, zee, him, her, he. It. Furry. Oh, okay.
Whoa, okay.
I just got like, really mad at that one rung. That was the rung my father slipped on and died.
Well, that's not very nice of your dad.
My dad in universe, Jill.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, this is some lore.
My dad died by falling off a ladder, and I don't appreciate your comment.
My dad never died. Come on out, Dad! Come on, son!
My dad told me he was getting milk, and he never came back.
My dad told me he was your dad. Now, son, you might notice Nate is a little fat. It's because he's related to us.
Would you be mad if you found out that your dad actually
Banged your mom.
banged my mom,
I'd
and
be
I
proud.
was the son of your dad?
I'd be proud.
You would?
Yeah.
So me and you were actually like half brothers.
I don't think your mom would be too happy about that.
I'd be proud. Because I've been wanting that woman for a long time.
Oh,
So like
Your
father...
mom?
No, your mom.
Oh.
So like father, like son.
all right.
What do you think about that?
I thought we established last time she wasn't hot.
That's not true.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
Jill, take that back.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Come on.
My mom is hot.
Can I level up yet?
So, I have a topic for discussion here.
Is it your mother?
It's a little.
Wait.
Oh,
Before we
oh.
get to that, I thought we were going to talk a little bit more about games you wanted.
Okay. Oh yeah,
We weren't done with that.
yeah. And the
We're done when I
Xbox
say
360.
we're done.
Okay. What other games?
Well, so as a video game collector, and this is just as a video game collector,
Okay.
Very, very prestigious.
if you were to find like a cheap copy of like Halo, you know what I mean? To like actually own the original box art of Halo,
Yeah.
would you find it tempting or interesting to buy, even though you have Master Chief Collection? Because here's the thing. The Master Chief Collection works because it's been patched a ton, right?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work without that.
Mm-hmm.
But Halo 3, ODST, all those games work perfectly fine off disc. So as a game preservationist and a collector, don't you think it's smart to have those possibly as well for the future? just in case.
I get your point.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm going to say no.
You don't think it's smart?
It is smart. However, I don't know if I would buy them.
Wow.
If I found them for like a couple bucks at a store or something, fine.
So basically, you're cheap, and you're not a true collector.
Yeah,
Well,
are
that
you
is
cheap?
that is true.
Are you hashtag not a real gamer?
I'm hashtag a fake gamer.
Why
But-
is this guy just chilling down here?
I don't know.
That's
This guy has a lot of
terrifying.
health. This guy's an insane amount of health here. But, whoa, okay. I feel like I did nothing to him.
Yeah, and we're gonna run.
Okay. Well, somehow we have to find the Haligtree Site of Grace. The Haligtree's final area.
What about the fun Transformers games on that console? So there's like all the Transformers movie games are fun, and then there's like War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron.
Jeez.
You know,
Uncle
those are
Yeah.
Cybertron.
those are all not backwards compatible games.
Right. They weren't on my list.
Well, I know they
So that
weren't.
means they must not exist.
Okay. I thought you wanted suggestions of other good games.
No!
You don't have to add them. I was just saying they're good games.
I mean, yeah, I would like Transformers games. I've always liked Transformers games. I had a fun one on the DS, actually. It was called Transformers Autobots.
Hey Nate, how come you don't like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
That is a good question.
I never watched them. I'm not opposed.
Stop hitting me.
I'm not opposed to them, but
No, what?
What is going on? Why? What?
I didn't do that.
Why do? They need to change the stupid emo button.
I just lost 230,000 souls unless I can get them back.
They need to change the emo button.
They're not going to.
Why is the emo button the same button as picking up items?
I don't know.
Picking up items is a pretty universal button to press in this game.
My favorite thing in the Let's Play is every time you try to go through a boss door and then the character sits down.
It's so obnoxious.
It's really dumb. It's
Like,
actually really dumb.
Make the emo button anything else but the action button.
I actually have very few criticisms of this game. That's one of them.
Yes. That is definitely on my list, too. It
I don't
is
know.
the stupidest thing ever.
I don't know. I think this is just me personally. I think that from the aspect of like being a person, and now this isn't me calling you a hypocrite, but I think from the aspect of being one of the people who's always like, you know, physical games need to be preserved, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I think it's important to actually pick up some of those copies of games like Transformers or even like Halo 3 because you never know if something will happen. And, you know, you're not a PC guy.
Right.
And what if we get EMP'd?
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just
Well-
saying, like, you want to have access to these things pretty much for your lifetime.
Yeah.
So then to pass up having access to some of them just because you have a later edition of it that relies on 5 trillion patches, I'm just saying, like, might not necessarily, you know,
Yeah.
be the best long-term decision.
Well, and that makes sense, and I definitely understand that. I guess for me it kind of depends. Like if let's say the original Halo 1's like $100 now, I'm good.
It's like $5.
Okay. Well then that's a different discussion. Because for me, a lot of times with older games, it's stuff like, well, this game came out in 2005, $200, and I'm like, okay, but what's the point?
Well, right, no,
But-
and I agree. All I'm saying is, like, when you look at it this way, one of your arguments with Fire Emblem is, yes, I want the games, but I'd rather own them physically.
Yeah.
But well, I already have Master Chief, you know, collection, is the same argument as me kind of saying, well, why don't you just buy them digitally for $20?
Right.
It's like, it's not the same thing to you. Like, I get it runs better. I play them on the Master Chief collection as well, by the way. But I also think it's important sometimes to also try and hold on to some of those original things. Like, especially because you never know if they'll patch something out or
Right.
remove something or
Well,
like,
and it also depends, I think, on what it is. Like, for
like
example,
how much you care.
Well, yeah, that, but
Not
also
really a Halo fan, hashtag.
also the game itself. Like, for example, is it worth owning the original Twilight Princess on GameCube when you could own it on the Wii U?
Well, no, but
And
that
I
game's
think-
not reliable on patches.
And that's what my point is. I
Okay.
think it depends on what it is. Like a game like Twilight Princess, the Wii U version, it's HD remastered. You can play the game in 20 years from now and it'd be the same experience.
You know, if they didn't have these patch requirements on Master Chief, I wouldn't even make this argument.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Is like, that frustrates me that it ran so piss poor at launch.
Right.
And there is no collected disc complete Master Chief Collection version that is not reliant on those patches.
Yeah, and I think developers should definitely release that. Like, for example, if you like, okay, let me backtrack here. Bethesda releases a new version of Skyrim every year. I think there should be more companies out there like Ubisoft or like, I'm blanking on whoever makes Halo. The companies out there like them that actually...
Isn't it just Microsoft who makes Halo?
Bungie, Microsoft,
Bungie, thank you.
343,
Yeah, thank
all
you.
those companies. I mean, it's not really Bungie anymore, but
Right,
anyway,
because didn't Bungie get bought out by... No, Bungie got bought out by Sony, right?
Bungie's like with Activision based, or no, Bungie's kind of on its own now, but yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's complicated. Okay, well, who's shooting me through walls?
I don't know. But anyways,
Bullet
so...
theory here.
I think these companies, if you release a game and the game sucks at launch, like it barely runs, and then you release a bunch of patches and stuff like that, you should remake the game. Or like reprint it, I mean.
Oh, with all the patches
With all your
on
patches
disc.
on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
It needs to be on disc. This is something, by the way, Bethesda used to do this for like a decade. They did this well. And then they were like, oh, well, now let's release Skyrim Anniversary, and by the way, let's not put the stuff on disc. Instead of putting it on disc, let's have a little freaking slip of paper.
Right.
So they just released the special edition again with all of its stuff on disc. And then all the other stuff for the anniversary content was codes.
I like how you say anniversary, just to stick it to Nate that that's how it's said.
No, I actually wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh, okay.
But you're not wrong. It is how it's said. And anyone who says it differently is an idiot.
A Scotsman theory or whatever.
Yeah. True.
True Scotsman theory.
No true
No
Scotsman.
true Scotsman.
Hey Nate, if you were to have an Xbox 360, would you want one of the most prolific, non-backwards compatible 360 games ever called Monster High New Ghoul in School?
No.
Why?
What about Barbie Pet Adventures?
Yeah.
I actually had some more to add that for your list.
Okay.
So I genuinely have some to add
Okay.
that I think you should add. The Transformers games.
I have them on my list.
Well, do you want to know all of them?
How many of them are there?
Like 5.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to know them?
Sure.
There's Transformers the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Transformers the Gay.
Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. I think this might be Millennia.
I think so, yeah. Now, get ready for supposedly the hardest From Software boss ever.
I heard she's topless.
Really?
Yeah. Transformers Dark of the Moon.
I'm getting kind of into this boss if she's topless. Oh, she kind of looks like Poison Ivy right now.
Transformers Fall of Cybertron.
She's kind of hot.
Super hot.
I like her lack of arms.
Me too. Transformers War for Cybertron.
She's like the opposite of Ronnie.
I feel like it's not important that I don't talk during the silent cutscene.
That's very important to me.
Transformers Rise of the Dark Spark.